Welcome to Canadian Armed Forces Fitness, your premier destination for online fitness training in the CAF community. Our mission is to provide dynamic, results-driven fitness programs tailored to meet the diverse needs and wants of our CAF members. Join us for our weekly live and bilingual workouts with options for every fitness level. Engage in our challenges and explore diverse content from mobility sessions to targeted training programs like Force Evaluation Prep. Connect with our community by subscribing to our bulletin and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to stay informed on our latest updates and events. I'm Coach Saul, and together we are CAF Fitness. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Armed Forces Fitness powered by PSP. I am your host, Coach Saul. Like always, have some water nearby, have space to work out in, and if there's any movements that do not agree with you in your body, let me know in the comments so I can give you alternatives for those movements. Today, you're going to need either a PVC pipe or a broomstick or a elastic band, okay? Or it could also be, a towel or something like that, okay? Bonjour tout le monde et bienvenue dans le studio Les Facs en forme propulsé par PSP. Je suis votre hôte, Coach Saul. Comme toujours, avoir de l'eau à proximité, avoir un espace bien dégagé et sécuritaire. Et si jamais il y a un mouvement qui ne vous convient pas, dites-moi dans les commentaires pour que je puisse vous donner des alternatives pour ce mouvement-là. Okay? Aujourd'hui, pour la séance de mobilité, vous aurez besoin d'une manche de balai ou bien une élastique de résistance. Comme ça. Okay? Vous n'avez pas besoin des deux, mais vous avez besoin de quelque chose que vous pouvez tenir avec les bras étendus tout droit. Okay? L'autre chose que je veux vous dire aujourd'hui, c'est le mural ou le muraille. I don't know how to say. Yes, very good. On Facebook and Instagram and YouTube right now, I'm just showing the picture that I took this morning. So that's the full mural. Frank, I'll send it to you in the chat a little bit later on. The full mural. I wanted to represent every element: land, sea, air, softcom, all that stuff. So it turned out well. Let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, laissez-moi savoir dans les commentaires ce que vous pensez. Ok, avant de commencer cette séance de mobilité, veuillez lire l'avis de non-responsabilité qui est affiché sur l'écran ou dans la description. Before we get started, please read our disclaimer, which is on the screen or in the description section. Finally, we have a Wordly link in the chat, and Wordly is for subtitles, or you can have me speaking whatever language you want. But please remember that this content is being translated using AI-based tools, and while we strive for accuracy, AI translations may not capture all the nuances of the original language. OK? Alors, il y a un lien pour Wordly dans le chat en ce moment. Wordly, c'est pour les sous-titres, ou bien vous pouvez me muter et me faire parler n'importe quelle langue que vous voulez, mais remarquez que ce contenu est traduit à l'aide des outils basés sur l'intelligence artificielle, et bien que nous nous efforçons d'être précis, les traductions par IA peuvent ne pas saisir toutes les nuances de la langue d'origine. OK, it is time to get mobile. OK? It is time to get mobile. I am going to start us off by just kind of doing a upper body warm up a little bit, let's say, because we don't want to stretch cold muscles. So we're going to warm up our upper body. We're going to do a little bit of warming up the lower body as well. Then we're going to be doing our mobility. Today we're going to be working from a perspective of testing movement and then intervening by doing some mobility that's going to help us do this movement a little bit more comfortably, and then intervening again, and then retesting, I should say, and then we'll go through that process 3 times. Okay, so put your stick or your elastic off to the side for now. What I want us to do is I want us to big arm circles going forward, and make sure that your palms are facing out the entire time. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's go backwards now. Big arm circles going back. Very nice. Let's do some hugs. Open and close. Very nice. And now let's go up and down now with the arms. Up as high as you can, back and down as far as you can. That's it. Very, very nice. Okay, now arms straight down. I want us to bring our shoulders up and forward, back, up, and forward. Okay, I want us to do that very intentionally, hitting the full range of motion. Okay, alors on cherche la pleine amplitude dans ce mouvement-là. Et on va dans l'autre sens. Alors on monte les épaules et on les amène vers l'arrière. 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. Ok, très bien. On met les mains sur les hanches et on va faire des cercles de hanches. Ok, alors on pousse les hanches dans chaque sens et on va dans l'autre sens. Sens d'une aiguille d'une montre. Nice job. OK. Amenez vos pieds un peu plus proches ensemble et attrapez le pied et montez-le en haut pour aller chercher la position figure 4. Mais on marche en faisant ça. Hop là. Is my internet not working? It's supposed to be working. Okay, good. All right. Next, I want you to put your hand out to the side, tuck one leg in behind, and hold it there. Keep the knees close together. 3, 4, 5. Switch. I see I have a comment. Hopefully it's about the mural. Wow, Coach Saul, nice mural. Thanks. Love the new mural. Yes, see, knew it. Yes. Roger and Danielle are fans of the mural. I love it. All right, and relax. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of air squats because the movement that we are going to be doing is an overhead squat to test. And don't worry if you've never done an overhead squat before. I'm going to explain exactly how to do it, and then we're going to see how we can make the movement a bit easier by opening the shoulders, the chest, the thoracic spine, the hips, etc. Okay, so let's put our feet under our hips, send our hips back and down. 1, 2, pushing those knees out. 3, over our toes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, now grab your broomstick or your elastic band or whatever it is. Okay, what I want you to do is I want you to put the elastic or the broomstick in a straight line. So if you're having an elastic, then you just need to make sure that you're pulling it tight while you do this. Put it on top of your head and make your arms 90 degrees. Okay, from there, maybe you can go one more, like half a hand length out, just to make sure it's a true 90 degrees, maybe a little bit further. Extend your arms from the center of your head straight overhead. So if you're wearing a baseball cap like me, I have like a little Smartie on my cap, right? So I'm pushing up from that Smartie. Okay, now from the side angle, we're going to be tempted to do this as we come forward. I want you to try and keep, like right now, the bar or the pole or the whatever it's called, the broomstick is over the center of my foot. I want to try and keep it over the center of my foot. So as I send my hips back, my hands are going to need to come back a little bit more as well to try and keep that over the center of my foot. Okay? If you need to widen your hands out a little bit, that's okay. But we're going to try and maintain the grip that we have for as much as possible. But of course, widen the grip a little bit if you need to. Okay? So I'm here 90 degrees, push up. We're going to widen the feet out maybe a little bit wider than the hips, sending the hips back, weight in the heels, and 1, and stand, and 2, and stand. 3 and stand. 4 and stand. And 5 and stand. Now, relax. A lot of people will probably, especially if you work on a computer, probably going to have a lot of shoulder, a lot of trouble getting that over your shoulders. So we're going to work the shoulders first, okay? On va travailler sur les épaules en premier. I want everyone to get down to a half kneeling position. So one knee up, one knee down. From here, I want you to put your broom at your hips, okay? Like basically on top of your thigh that's up. And then I want you to widen your arms out so that they can be straight, okay? Same thing if you have an elastic. From here, we're going to bring the broomstick or the elastic from the front to the back, shoulder pass-throughs. And again, if you have to widen your arms out a little bit, then do that. Okay, we're going to do this 10 times with one leg forward, and you can kind of drive your hips forward as you do that, 2 and 1. Once you've done this 10 times on the left or on the right, whatever one, then you're going to switch. And switch whenever you've done 10. And keep it going. If you're just tuning in, this is just a broomstick. And very nice. All right, next up is going to be an external rotation to press. Okay, so I want, you can use the band if you want under your foot. So I want you to come into a standing position. You can use the band under your foot. You can use the broomstick in your hand, but we're not going to do this 2 at the same time. We're going to do this one arm at a time. Okay, so if you have like a little weight or something you can use, great. If not, don't worry about it. Point your thumb towards the back as you externally rotate. Once you are in alignment with your head, then you're going to press overhead just like that. And then we're going to come back down the opposite way. So back to 90 degrees and then back down in front. All right, just give me 1 sec. Okay, the internet seems to have stabilized. If it starts going laggy again, then I'm just going to have a look at the internet. But anyways, okay, so I'm going to start with my right arm up 90 degrees at the armpit. Okay, from here, rotate so that my thumb is facing the back and up. That's 1. And down and down. 2, rotate and up. Down and down. 3, press down. 4, press down, forward. 5, press down. 6, press down. 7, press down. 8, press down. 9, press down. Try and keep your ribs tucked in. And 10, press down and relax. Let's use the other arm now. Okay, so elbow up, bend 90 degrees, and rotate, press down and forward. 2, press down, forward. 3, press down, forward. 4, press down, forward. 5, press down, forward. 6, press down, forward. 7, press down, forward. 8, press down, forward. 9, down, forward. And 10, press down and relax. All right, shake that out a little bit. Next, we're going to be doing some door frame stretches. So I will invite you to join me over at my beautiful mural here. Okay, that's as far as the camera goes, unless maybe I go like this. Aha, now you can see more of it. Okay, so the door frame stretch. find a door frame, or it can work on a wall. I'm just showing off the mural a little bit here. Okay, 90 degrees with the arm, I should say. 90 degrees at the armpit. We're going to put our hand in the door frame or our arm against the wall. Okay, hand and elbow, and then you're going to lean through the door frame or lean through the wall and rotate away from the wall. You can do this with both arms if you're doing it in a door frame and if your wingspan is long enough. Okay, so you're going to put your hand and elbow on the door and then rotate away from it. Feeling the stretch in your shoulder and pec. Ok, alors dans l'épaule et la pectorale, on veut le sentir, on veut sentir l'étirement. Inspirez du nez, souffle de la bouche. Inspirez du nez, souffle de la bouche. Ok, si vous n'avez pas changé de bras, changez de bras maintenant. Ok, très bien. Inspirez du nez. Expirez de la bouche. Dernière fois. Très bien. Et expirez. Un étirement pour le... J'ai une question dans les commentaires. On va retester le overhead squat. Alors, prenez votre manche de balai ou bien votre élastique pendant que je parle à Necessities. Alors, salut Saul, auras-tu un étirement pour le milieu du bas du dos? J'ai toujours un petit peu inconfort à cet endroit. Oui, on va en fait, on va faire quelques-uns aujourd'hui, mais je vous conseille de étirer vos hanches. Ok, le devant de vos hanches, l'arrière de vos hanches, vos fessiers, ça fait tout partie de peut-être ce qui vous dérange dans le bas du dos. Ok, mais on va aussi également étirer le bas du dos. Ok, en faisant le child's pose comme on fait souvent, on peut travailler le pigeon, on va faire le 90-90. Oui. Ok. Alors, on met la manche du balai au-dessus de la tête. On presse au-dessus de la tête. On envoie les fessiers vers l'arrière et on garde le balai au-dessus du milieu du pied. 2, 3, 4, 5, et c'est 5. C'est juste 5. Très bien. OK. Alors, j'espère que ça a fait une différence de faire ces étirements d'épaule. OK. Maintenant, un autre problème, des autres problèmes qu'on peut avoir dans cette position de overhead squat, c'est la cage thoracique n'est pas assez mobile pour garder une charge au-dessus de la tête ou pour envoyer les fessiers vers l'arrière en gardant la manche au-dessus de la tête. Alors, on va travailler le thorax. OK? On va commencer avec des T-spine openers. Alors, on va faire de la rotation. Je veux que vous mettez au sol. OK? Les genoux sont pliés à 90 degrés et on va mettre un par-dessus l'autre. On met les deux mains étendues devant nous, les deux bras. OK? On prend une grande respiration. On essaie de garder les deux genoux un par-dessus l'autre et en expirant, on va ouvrir la cage thoracique et on va essayer de toucher les deux omoplates au sol. OK? Alors, grande respiration. Lorsque vous avez fini votre expiration, on revient vers l'avant en inspirant et encore une fois, on ouvre la cage thoracique et on revient vers l'avant. Encore une fois, on ouvre la cage thoracique et on revient vers l'avant. Lorsque vous avez fait ça 5 fois sur un côté, on change de bord. Alors, j'y vais sur l'autre côté. On met un genou par-dessus l'autre. On étend les bras devant nous. Les mains sont également devant nous. On ouvre la cage en inspirant et en expirant. On essaie d'amener les deux omoplates au sol. Inspirez. Et on ouvre. Inspirez. Et on ouvre. Encore. Et encore. Très bien. OK, on va faire maintenant des rotations dans la position de squat. OK? Alors, si vous avez besoin de quelque chose de vous asseoir dessus, asseyez-vous sur une chaise, un banc, quelque chose de stable pendant qu'on fait ça. Mais je veux que vous soyez dans une position accroupie. OK? Et lorsqu'on est là dans le bas du squat ou sur un banc, on met un coude à l'intérieur du genou, on met la main au sol et on fait la rotation vers le haut. Ça va étirer un petit peu le bas du dos ici. OK? Alors m'aider. 66. On peut faire ça. OK? Alors, on va faire cette rotation de un côté à l'autre. Vous pouvez tenir quand vous allongez votre bras vers le haut, vous pouvez tenir cette position pendant quelques secondes si vous voulez, mais vous n'êtes pas obligé de faire ça non plus. Ça fait juste du bien de faire la rotation et de lâcher immédiatement. Et on respire. On fait certaine de respirer. On ne retient pas notre souffle. Très bien. Et 3, 2, 1. Nice job. OK. On va faire maintenant le cat cow. Alors, il y a peut-être ceux et celles qui sont familiers avec ce mouvement. Alors, cat cow, c'est un mouvement de yoga où on va, au lieu de faire la rotation, on va faire la flexion et l'extension de la colonne vertébrale. OK? Alors, je veux que vous pensez, quand vous inspirez, de baisser votre ventre vers le sol. OK? Votre nombril, on veut l'amener vers le sol et on veut amener les fessiers dans les airs, ainsi que la tête. Lorsque vous expirez, je veux que vous amenez vos hanches jusqu'à vos côtes et que vous baissez le menton à la poitrine. OK, on va répéter ça. Inhale, chin up, bum back, belly down, and exhale. Bring those hips to the ribs, chin to the chest. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. We have one more thing that we're going to do. And for this one, you're going to need something like a foam roller or a couple of pillows that are really like bunched up, or you could roll up a towel or something like that. Okay. Having said that, I forgot to bring the foam roller into the screen here. And it looks like I put the foam roller away. So you can use something like this as well. Essentially, we're going to work on the thoracic extension here, okay? So I'm going to lay my back down on this block here, okay? Obviously, the more round or the more soft that the object is, the more comfortable this is going to be, okay? But we're essentially going to lay back, and we want our shoulder blades, we want the bottom of our shoulder blades to be touching the object, whatever it is that you're laying on, okay? From here, you're going to extend your arms down, okay, straight. You're going to take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your arms up overhead, and you're going to allow your body to fold back over that object. And then you're going to bring your arms back down. Okay, inhale and open that up. If you find it a little bit tight, you can always move the object down or go a little bit higher. And come back down with the arms. Again, deep breath. And back down. And again, deep breath. And open up. Very nice. And back down. I don't know how many we've done. Let's do one extra one, just in case. And relax. All right. Come on up safely out of that. Okay, so far we've taken care of the shoulders and the thoracic spine. So our upper body should be feeling pretty good. The next thing that we're going to loosen up after this that we're going to talk about is the hips. So if you are feeling tight in your hips, then no worries. We are going to address the hips next. Okay, so manche de ballet over your head, press over top. Okay. What I want you to try and do too is if your shoulders are rounding forward like this, try and rotate so that your armpits are facing forward. So see what I just did there? I made my armpits point towards the front. And that's going to help you keep your posture up that way. Okay? From here, sending those hips back and down. Overhead squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Nice. Now, if you find that you're not hitting depth, which means that like in the overhead squat, you're not able to get your hips below 90 degrees, or like you're kind of stuck at the 45-degree mark or something like that, we're going to work here to help you not only in the hips, but also in the ankles, because I know a lot of people have trouble with what's called dorsiflexion, which is where we're bending the knee over our foot, which is required. We don't want to make that our first movement, which is why I don't recommend that you bring your knees forward first. I recommend that you bring your hips back first. And then as a result of you going low, your knees go over your toes. Okay, enough nerding out here, Coach Saul. We are going to get down to business in a prayer squat, okay? So whether you need a chair or something like that, get down into your bottom of your squat, hands on the inside together, push your knees out. See how I push my knees out and with my elbows, and I bring my palms together. So really it becomes kind of passive. You just have to make sure that your palms stay together and your knees stay wide. And then from here, I've added a little rock. Okay, alors basculez si vous voulez dans le bas du squat, dans la profondeur de votre squat. Okay, deep breath in and out. Very nice. Good. Holding it there for another 10 seconds here, okay? Rocking side to side. I know these long holds can be a bit brutal sometimes. 3, 2, 1, and relax. So don't stand up too quickly. Stand up slowly, shake out the legs, make sure you're good to go. We're now going to stretch out the quads, which could be Tight quads could be a reason. Maybe your knees, maybe you have some knee pain or something like that. Could be from having tight quads. So one leg extended in front, the other leg in behind. Okay, from here, I'm going to lay back on my elbow, and I'm already feeling the stretch in my quad. So I'm not going to go any further except for to demonstrate what else you could do. Okay, so you could be on your elbow. You could even be up on your hand. Just having your foot tucked behind could be enough stretch in your quads. Okay, if you want to add a little bit more, and if you want to feel it a little bit higher in the hip flexor, you can get down to your elbow like I was. Okay, you can squeeze your bum. And then the last thing that you can do if squeezing your bum and down on your elbow isn't enough is you could lay all the way down. Woo! And I guarantee you can feel that. Okay, I think that's like an Alex Dobson special, is laying back with both legs tucked in behind. If I'm not mistaken, she's pretty flexible. Okay, so squeeze your bum, lean back, feel the stretch in those quads. Okay, and like I said, squeezing your bum is going to help you extend your hips and feel it in the hip flexor a little bit more. Breathe, breathe, breathe. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Three, two, one, and extend. Other leg bends now. Tuck it in behind. Make sure the top of your foot is on the floor, okay? If you have your foot kicked out to the side like this and the instep of your foot is on the floor, then you're going to be having some rotation on your knee, which you don't want, like some bad pressure on your knee. So don't twist your knee. Just put the top of your foot on the floor. If your foot cramps, then stop, get out of the position, shake it out, and then try and get back here. Okay. I'm back on my elbow. I'm squeezing my bum. I've got my hips as far forward as possible. I'm reaching over top even. Breathe. Good. Breathe here. Holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Extending both legs in front. Okay, now we're going to be doing 90-90 stretch. So one knee is bent 90 degrees in front of us. The other knee is bent 90 degrees off to the side. Okay, I want us to be over top of our shin, hand on the foot, and let's start doing some body weight. So chin to the shin, and then rolling back up one vertebrae at a time. Now, align your head with your foot and keep going with those body waves. Very good. Keep the chest rather low, and then I want you to be swiping from one side to the other, scanning from one side to the other for any problem areas. If there is any problem areas, you stop over that tight spot, you go a couple more body waves, and then you continue sweeping and scanning from one side to the other. Three, two, one. Elbow to the floor now. Inhale and open up your chest. Exhale, dive underneath the ribs. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive through. Inhale, up. Exhale, reach through. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. All right, come on back up and switch to the other side now. So 90 degrees in the front leg, 90 degrees in the back leg, and let's do those body waves. So over that front, over your shin. Good. And now over your foot. So realign with your foot now. Good. Now keep your chest low, and I want you to swipe from one side to the other. Breathe in and out. From one side to the other. You're sweeping, you're scanning for problem areas. If there's a problem, stop, drop, and roll. No, I'm just kidding. Stop and do some body waves, and then keep going. All right, down we go onto our elbow. Inhale and open up that chest, keeping the knees 90 degrees. Dive through. Open up, low back and glutes, you're going to feel this in, and dive through. One more time, reaching out, and dive through. Again, and dive through. One last time, open up, and reaching through. Very good. Come on back over the center. And last thing that we're going to do, like I was talking about your ankle, your dorsiflexion. Okay, so a lot of people have trouble doing this, bending your knee over your toes. So what we're going to do, you're going to make a fist near an object. It could even be like your shoe. Put your shoe one fist away from your foot. Okay, I would say a fist at first, and then if you can already touch your knee to the wall, then you're going to do a fist with your thumb up. Okay, I'm going to start with the fist with the thumb up because I know how I am on this drill. Okay, from here, I'm going to drive my knee towards the wall, and if I'm able to touch the wall, I'm going to back up a little bit. Okay, so the whole point of this is to lean on your knee, push it over your toes, keep your heel down. Okay, keeping your heel down is very important here. And then if eventually through that pressure and through staying there for a long hold, I'm able to touch the wall, then I back up a little bit. Okay. We don't want to get too comfortable. We want to feel a nice stretch in the back of our leg and our calf. You might even be cramping a little bit in the front of your ankle, because the muscle there may not get as much work or as much time in this position as other muscles. Might not get as much use. Three, two, one. Switching to the other side now. Knee over toe. So again, thumb or fist away from the wall. Drive your knee over your toes. Feel a stretch in that ankle. I'm going to back up a little bit because my right ankle is a little bit more dorsiflexion than my left. and relax. All right. Grab for the last time your elastic or your broomstick. Put it over top. Elbows 90 degrees, maybe a tad wider. Arms overhead. All right. Keep those armpits facing the front if you can. Try not to allow your shoulders to slump forward. Okay, armpits facing the front. And let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. We are done. All right. Well done, everyone. I hope that you enjoyed this method of mobility today. We tested, intervened, and then retested. Sometimes it's the best way to do it. If you have a movement that you would like me to do, leave it in the comments. Or if you have suggestions, you can always send me an email. You can just scan that QR code and you can find the email. You can find everything you need on the CAF Fitness webpage, cfmws.ca/CAFFitness. All right. Thank you, everyone. Merci beaucoup, tout le monde. J'espère que vous passerez un merveilleux week-end et on se voit lundi pour la préparation force. OK? Bye.
Bienvenue aux Forces armées canadiennes en forme, votre destination principale pour l'entraînement physique en ligne dans la communauté des FAC. Notre mission, c'est d'offrir des programmes de conditionnement physique dynamiques et axés sur les résultats, conçus pour répondre aux divers besoins et désirs des membres des FAC. Rejoignez-nous pour nos séances d'entraînement hebdomadaires en ligne, en direct et bilingue, avec des options pour tous les niveaux de forme physique. Participez à nos défis et explorez notre contenu varié, des séances de mobilité aux programmes ciblés tels que la préparation pour l'évaluation force. Connectez-vous avec notre communauté dynamique en vous abonnant à notre bulletin et en nous suivant sur Facebook, Instagram et YouTube pour rester informé de nos dernières mises à jour et nos événements. Je suis Coach Saul et ensemble, nous sommes les FAC en forme.